This tutorial is about a strategy that pretty much anybody can use. If you go ahead, take this strategy, apply it to your Facebook ads, you'll be able to get amazing results. Because this strategy focuses on one fundamental principle that never changes, and this is human psychology. This strategy is completely the opposite from what you've seen so far. This strategy is what I call the ugly strategy. And this is the number one thing you need to set up, run, and scale your Facebook ads in 2025. This strategy will work for e-com businesses, SaaS companies, online courses, lead generation, high ticket. I made this video for you, for the beginner. If you're running ads optimized for sales, this will work for you. If you're running ads optimized for leads, this will work for you. If you run ads optimized for book calls, appointments, this will work for you exceptionally well. However, if you're into like a big branding company, you don't care about results-driven marketing, this is not for you. Now, why should you listen to me? My name is Niko Velikov. I've been running ads for the last maybe 10 years. So I'm running ads for over a decade. I run ads in very different niches, local businesses, e-com, SaaS, online courses, lead generation, high ticket services, agency businesses. I've done it all. Pretty much I've spent more than $10 million on ads. And compared to what you're seeing out there, compared to other tutorials you see out there, I'm somebody who actually run ads for a living. Once I turn off this video, I'm gonna go on the Facebook Ads Manager and I'm gonna set up campaigns for my clients. And this is the harsh reality. I don't make money out of these videos. I share this video educationally because occasionally some people might reach out to me and they might want to work with me. So I manage their ads or so I might consult them. And this is why I do it. But the information you'll see today will be on another level, I promise you. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Why aren't you able to set campaigns profitably and run ads profitably? The reason is quite simple. When you go on YouTube, there are a lot of videos on how to set your campaigns. And I believe the reason why many people cannot run ads profitably is because they watch way too many videos. Now hear me out. Your ads don't work because you're listening to the gurus. And it's not your fault. Gurus on YouTube, most of them make money by creating videos. And if they simplify the information, if they make the videos really simple, the algorithm will push them, a lot of people will watch them, and they're gonna make a lot of money. And this is the reality. So what is happening? A lot of people go on YouTube, they make Facebook ads tutorials, but they're not running and managing ads themselves. Either they have big teams that manage or run ads themselves, or they're trying to sell you an online course. And this is just the reality. And whenever I watch a video on YouTube, everybody is like, use this simple strategy to crush it. Use this one magic button, press this one magic button, and sales will magically appear. However, this is not the case. This is not the case for me. For example, last month, I think I spent more than I'm not sure, like 200,000 across different ad accounts. And to be honest with you, you need to take a look at something completely different. So this is why gurus make those videos. They're simplifying the content to get views. Simple content cannot help you scale your ads or create profitable ads. And this is just the reality. This is just the reality. So what is the solution in my opinion? The solution in my opinion is to do exactly the opposite of what the guru says in their videos. And here I'm just gonna urge you to listen only to those who act, not those who only speak. And I've been doing this for 10 years. I'm running ads myself. I have current clients right now. I have clients in online courses, lead generation, high ticket, e-com right now currently. Before this video, I was running ads. After this video, I'll probably set up campaigns. And I don't outsource. I don't have like a team somewhere around the world. This is me who is running ads. My clients are working directly with me. If I don't get results for my clients, I get fired. I get fired and I cannot pay my bills because obviously on YouTube, I don't have that many subscribers to be one of those gurus. Now, let's go to the strategy. Most of those YouTube gurus, most of those videos, most of the information out there tells you one thing. You need to do everything perfectly. You need to have the perfect ad. You need to get a video crew and record it. You need to look very professional. You need to be consistent with your brand. However, those things won't get you results. And I'm going to share a quick story, right? Imagine you're sitting at a coffee place. It's a beautiful sunny day. The sunshine is shining. People are out there. It's spring, summer. You have your favorite beverage, maybe like a coffee, maybe like iced latte or whatever you like. You're sitting outside and it's full of people, and somebody extremely attractive passes by. What's going to happen? Probably they'll get your attention. However, the opposite will also happen in a different scenario. Let me present it to you. What's going to happen if an extremely person walks by you? Exactly the same thing will happen to you. They'll get your attention, regardless of somebody is extremely ugly or somebody is extremely attractive. They'll get your attention. Right now, when you go on social media, everybody is trying to make things pretty, right? Everybody is trying to make things extremely pretty. That's why if you want to compete on that, if you want to create something even prettier, you're looking to hire a video editing agency or like professional copywriters, professional agencies, and you're looking to spend a bunch of money on something. So if you're somebody who is just starting out, and if you're somebody who is here to run profitable ads, your solution will be to go ugly. Because right now, let me share what's happening. It's very difficult to compete on pretty. And whenever people browse social media, they're bombarded with pretty stuff, right? So your only option to be successful in 2025, if you're a beginner running e-com, SaaS, online courses, high ticket, is to go ugly. In this video, I'm going to show how to go ugly because it's extremely simple, it's fast, and it actually gets the result that you're after. So I'm going to share some websites with you before I start, right? Oh, this website, the name of the website is Craigslist, right? Probably you heard about Craigslist. It's a very popular website. A lot of people use it, and this is what it looks like. If you show this website to a creative agency, they'll say, oh, it looks extremely ugly, right? However, people like it and people use it. And this website probably made millions, right? I'm not sure how they actually monetize it, but it looks ugly. So how come, like, if the founder of this business, if the founder of Craigslist or people who run Craigslist, they're like, oh, our website is way too ugly, let's change it. If they start changing it, probably they're going to start losing traffic, they're going to start losing money, and at the end of the day, they're going to go out of business. This is the first example that ugly works, and later in this video, I'm going to give you more examples so you can understand that ugly is actually functional and it's good for you and you should go ugly. And I'm going to give you the ugliest Facebook strategy that works. And I'm also going to open my Facebook ads dashboard and I'm going to set a few campaigns step by step with you. And I'm going to share all the bullshit, all the little things that you need to do in order to make it happen, to run profitable ads, right? The second website I'm going to share with you is Berkshire Hathaway, right? Berkshire Hathaway, one of the biggest, the most famous, the most wealthiest companies right now. This is their website. If you show this website to a designer, like professional fancy designer, they're going to say, oh, it looks ugly, the text, like the font, like whatever, the colors, like it's not functional, it's not usable. However, do you know who owns Berkshire Hathaway? Warren Buffett is the owner of Berkshire Hathaway. This guy, he is in the one of the wealthiest people in the world right now. Don't you think that like Warren Buffett can afford a better website? Don't you think Warren Buffett can hire the fanciest design agency and like the best copywriters and like just throw like I don't know a couple of millions in this website and make it like fancy? He can, but he won't do it. And probably this site is responsible for like deals that actually made billions. And here I don't talk about millions with an M, I talk about billions with a B. So this is the idea. Another thing another website I'm gonna show you is the Great Courses. The Great Courses actually doesn't look that bad, but it's not pretty, right? You cannot say, oh, this website is pretty. However, bear with me. This presentation is not about websites. It's about ads and making money with Facebook ads. However, I'm gonna get there. Again, if you land on this website, you're gonna say, oh, it looks ugly. It's not that ugly, but it's not pretty either. But it served the job. Probably it made millions, right? The Great Courses, very, very popular company. So here are just 3 examples of ugly websites that made millions, and we have Berkshire Hathaway that made billions, right? So this is the idea, right? And here I'm gonna share the strategy. I'm gonna introduce to the strategy, the ugly strategy for Facebook ads. Right now, you should be convinced that ugly is the first thing you should try when you go on Facebook ads, because pretty just doesn't get the attention. When everybody is pretty, it's very difficult to stand out. However, when you go ugly, it's functional, it's usable, you get the attention, it's fast and easy, and you're gonna see why. So now let me introduce you to the ugly strategy for Facebook ads. It's brutally effective, no BS that gurus won't tell you. Gurus won't tell you about this because it's kind of like not complex, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's not logical. However, it works. Let's get started. Every so-called Facebook ads guru has the same formula: perfect targeting, cinematic video ads, and a magic funnel that prints money. Yet somehow you end up burning cash while they keep selling you courses. The truth: the pretty strategy is a scam. Overproduced ads blend into the noise, fancy funnels leak cash, and scaling too fast is a guaranteed way your budget disappear, right? Instead, you need an ugly, raw, profit-first strategy that breaks through the algorithm, grabs attention, and gets results without selling your soul to the Facebook ad algorithm, right? And I just wanted to give you this little introduction, and I'm gonna share another story, right? When people scroll on social media, when people they use their phones, they're on social media to get entertained, maybe to message their friends, to connect with people, to watch their favorite YouTube channels or whatever. However, if you compete on like prettiness, your content just won't get noticed. So I'm gonna ask you to just like open your social media, and I'm gonna open YouTube, and I'm just gonna show you a few examples. Right now there is like a lot of content of people who are just like not using like well polished video cameras. For example, this guy Sam O'Halloran, he's not using like a fancy camera, and there is just like a lot of content that is like not polished, that is not edited, because people are sick and tired of just like fake stuff. And this is just the reality. Why people are sick and tired of fake stuff? And you need to hear this. It's critical for you to hear this. Imagine you are sitting on the couch watching TV with your friends and family, and you're watching a movie. So whenever the commercial starts appearing, what do you do? What do you do? The first thing you do, you click, you get your remote and you switch the channel. You switch the channel because you're not on your TV to watch commercials, right? And this is what you need to think about. Whenever you run ads, people are not on social media to click on their ads. They're trying to do other stuff. They're trying to do stuff that is much more entertaining than your ads, right? For example, they can watch the UFC, they can watch the NFL, they can watch sports, they can watch Breaking Bad, they can do a bunch of stuff on their phones. So this is that what you compete with. This is what you competed. And something that you need to keep in mind always when creating ads. Nobody is on social media to buy your products. People don't have enough money. People are sick and tired of like shorts, reels. People are over bombarded with like amazing content, amazing offers, and pretty much everything amazing. So what makes the ugly strategy so powerful? It's anti-guru, anti-fluff, anti-burnout. It exploits the only one thing that's gonna make you money this year and forever. Understanding human psychology, not ad theory, not going to the Facebook Ads Manager and clicking buttons and setting up targeting. Um, so the ugly strategy focuses on adaptation, not perfection. If you want to do, I'm very much against perfection. When I watch the YouTube Facebook ads gurus, they're like, this is exactly what you need to do. This is the exact step that you need to take, and then you need to click here and do that in the same exact order. However, this is not how it works in real life, guys. This is not how it works, right? So perfection won't make you money. People are making a bunch of money with like ugly websites, a website that doesn't look perfect. I showed you Craigslist. I showed great courses. I showed you Warren Buffett's website. So this is the idea behind it. Whenever you go into the Facebook Ads Manager, whenever you go to write copy, whenever you film a video, whenever you create images, don't try to make it perfect. Don't try to make it perfect, because perfect takes a lot of time. You cannot really make it perfect. So the ugly strategy is direct response advertising for the modern world, a strategy that actually get clicks, leads, and those transition into sales without you wasting thousands on like proven system on like, or like making copy, making videos, editing agency that will never work. So I'm gonna break down ugly. It comes from the word ugly and it stands for something. It stands for, the U stands for unpolished but real, because people crave reality. Right now, everything is fake. If you open your fridge and if you get a burger, probably the meat is fake. It has been 3D printed. If you talk to like somebody in the store, the clerk in the store, they're fake. They're paid to smile and just like be nice. However, everything is fake, and people crave real, right? People crave real. For example, I like the UFC so much. Why do I like the UFC so much? Because the UFC is real. They're like two people in a cage trying to kill each other. I'm sorry to say it, but UFC is real. That's why I like it. And that's why a lot of people tune into the sport, because people crave something real. And if you can bring reality into your ads, people will notice it and you'll be able to make a bunch of conversion. And right now you're probably, that sounds great, but how do you actually do it? I'm going to show you step by step. You're going to get everything today here. So bear with me. Watch this to the very end. The G in the ugly stands for guerrilla testing. You need to test fast iteration, no ego. You need to leave your ego at the door. L stands for low cost arbitrage. With this approach, you'll be able to find cheap, untapped traffic and you'll be able to crush it. And Y stands for your audience dictates the moves. This is not a guru playbook. Once I give you this strategy, you'll be able to go there yourself and make a bunch of money. So you don't need to watch any more videos on YouTube. This is the only thing you need this year. Now, let me show you the action plan. I'm gonna go into each step. Step one, unpolished but real. Why ugly ads work better. As I said, people hate polished, people hate corporate looking ads. I'm gonna share another story with you. I have a B2B client and she was like, once she was like, but I'm a B2B person. I want to be more corporate looking, more professional. So when we try to be corporate looking and more professional, the cost per lead increased to like $50 per lead. And she was like, why the cost per lead is increasing? And I'm like, because we're too fake. We're too polished. People hate it. Regardless of that you're B2B or B2C, at the very end, it's people to people. So if you want to be real, craft your ads for people. Um, Another thing that I want to talk about here, very, very important. When people create Facebook ads for e-com or like service business, they think that the high production videos will always perform better, right? However, this type of content, and I'm gonna give you an example from YouTube. Um, I'm gonna give you an example from this guy, Sam Sulek. This guy doesn't have a video crew. If you know what I'm talking, you know what I'm talking. He's like filming himself. He's doing like daily vlogs, and he still is getting like millions of views, right? 4.2 million, 4 million, 3 million, 2.5 million. Why this guy Sam Sulek is so successful? Because he's like not trying to be something he's not. He's not here for, he's not a Hollywood filming crew. And people like it. People like it because it's raw, it's real, and people are just like sick and tired about the mainstream media. That's why YouTube is so much popular than like the TV. Nobody watches like television anymore. Everybody is on YouTube. Think about it. If you can make it on YouTube, you can make it on TikTok, you can make it on Instagram, you can make it on Facebook. So it's all the same. And here, raw real content blends into your organic post and is gonna give you a higher engagement and lower cost. And this is the reality. If you create a really good ad that's organic, that ad that looks like organic content, like somebody created it, you're gonna get a lot of likes, a lot of comments, and a lot of shares. What's gonna happen with your cost? Your cost will go down. So this is your action plan to implement your step one. Before creating your ad, think about it. How can I make it real? Think about reality, being real, being raw, being unflavored, right? So before creating your ads, film raw or shoot raw. All you need is your phone. If you have an iPhone or any Android phone created in the last 4 or 5 years, you're good to go. You can go and take a picture of your product. You can go and create a screen share or like a selfie mode video. You can go to your testimonials and you can ask them. You can go to your clients and ask them to record testimonials for you. So no fancy camera, no fancy lighting, no fancy script. Sometimes works. Something else you can try. You can try lo-fi meme style visuals. Think of like something funny, something that goes viral. Think about a trend that appears. And this is extremely important. Your action plan. If you talk to the camera or if you write ads, if you create like written ads, talk to somebody like you're on FaceTime with them. You're talking like this on the phone. Forget about corporate, forget about looking professional. Just talk to somebody person to person. Talk to somebody like you're meeting somebody at the store. You're on FaceTime, you're on like a video call, and this person is your friend. You're not a Hollywood filming crew. You're not like a professional agency. So don't go the rabbit hole of creating like ads that take 11 months to produce. I'm gonna share a story here. I share a lot of stories today, so bear with me. I had this client who were working with him for maybe like 4 or 5 years. He had an online course business, very, very successful online course business. And we were working with like YouTubers, right? And we thought like the more we invest in a net, the more money we're gonna get back. So we started like creating scripts and like thinking about creative ways to make videos, and we would like spend so much time and money into creating the videos. And when we split tested the fancy videos against like simple images that were taken like with a phone, in like 80% of the time, like simple images perform better. So this is something that you need to think about. The next uh, the next to do on your the next thing on your to-do list is to use user-generated content. UGC is everywhere right now. If you see UGC, um, people are just like going crazy about it. But why UGC work? UGC is like a completely different type of content compared to the TV, right? So how can you make your videos or like your content looks UGC generated? Like, and you can simple reach out to your customers and ask them to sell selfie testimonials, or you can ask them to take photos of the product, right? Also, what you can do like do it yourself infomercial format, like show your product or service in action, like film it with your phone, right? For example, if you are selling cups, maybe film a video with your phone of like how you unbox the cup, how you make coffee in the cup, how you make tea in the cup, how you drink it, how you enjoy it. Maybe share the benefits of the cup, maybe present different color variants, but keep it like extremely simple. Create it with your phone, and don't overcomplicate it. Like if you're running like an agency or a service business or a high ticket, what you can do is like you can create a screencast, a video like this, a Loom video where you explain what you do, how your service works, how you help people. You can share testimonials, etc., etc. So this is the example I gave you earlier about my client who wanted to make corporate looking ads because she wanted to be consistent with the brand. But when she saw the cost per lead, she was like, okay, let's reverse back the strategy. Let's reverse the back strategy. So at the very end of the day, which format, which ad wins? And the answer is quite simple. The one that converts. So we're on Facebook ads to get conversions, right? This is the whole idea behind it. We want to get conversions. We want to spend $1 and we want to get $2 back. So this is the ugly reality that nobody wants to talk about. This is the ugly reality. And later on, I'm going to share example, and I'm going to share exactly how you can go on your Facebook ads manager and create a campaign from scratch. If you're a beginner, you're going to get it today. You're going to get everything today. So step number 2 is about guerrilla level testing, fast iteration, no ego. If you're here just to look pretty, this video is not for you, man. This video is not for you. Go do something else. Go to the gym, or go to the store, or go to the supermarket, or just go out to the restaurant. However, this video is about helping you make money, right? Because gurus will say spend months perfecting one ad. However, I'll say create 10 ads in a week and scale the best one. The whole idea here is to find one winner. Can you create 10 ads in a week? Of course you can do it. With this approach, you already have all the content in your phone. I'm gonna show how to leverage ChatGPT as well, so you can make even more, right? And I know what a lot of people will say. They're gonna say, go on the Facebook ads library and just like swipe ads. However, a lot of people are doing exactly the same thing. Monkey sees, monkey does. I don't say this approach doesn't work, but it's like less effective. If you find like a true winner, you're gonna scale it to the moon. This strategy also suggests and recommends and requires for you to be brave. It's very likely for you to like test 10 different angles and find a winner. So when you find a winner, you scale to the moon, right? You scale to the moon. And the only metric you should watch is return on net spend. Return on net spend. That's the only thing that matters. Nothing else matters. Right? So the algorithm rewards you, not the best practices, not going to the ads library and swiping ads. So this is the action plan for you. Launch 5 to 10 ad variations at once. Use different hooks, visuals, angle. Use quick and dirty creative. Ugly equals scroll stopping. Test fast. Kill losers. Double down. Triple down. Quadruple down on winners. Scale. And forget brand consistency at first, right? Facebook algorithm doesn't care. The first time you launch an ad, or the second time, or the third time, like Facebook ads will show your ads to an audience that is unfamiliar, right? So they don't know your brand. So if your website is red, if your like buttons are orange, you were like, oh, I need to create all my ads in red and orange. No, the algorithm doesn't care. Just make your ads so they serve the purpose, right? And of course, you can go after winning trends. You can steal them and just kind of like recreate them. Because if there is a winning trend that's working right now, there is a higher chance that not many people are using that trend. So when time goes by, a lot of people will get on the trend and it will become less effective. So if you want to create a polished guru style ad, it's going to take you a bunch of time, a bunch of investment, and the CTR, the click-through rate, the conversion rate won't be there. So instead, create an ad that gets you in the market, right? I'd rather run it quickly than like spend 5 months in like wondering how should I film it, who should I edit this ad, and etc. etc. So speed is key. Speed is key in Facebook ads. I'm gonna show later on 3 ugly Facebook ads that made millions. You'll be surprised. So the market decides, not you. Leave your ego at the door. Run 10 ads. Close your eyes. Open your Facebook Ads Manager in like 4 or 5 days. See what works and just scale it. It is simple as that. It is simple as that. So let me ask a question here. If you create like 30, 40 ads per month, quickly, do you believe that you'll find just one winner? Just one winner. So I believe it's highly possible. The comparison will be to go to a creative agency and like work with them for 5 months and they're going to give you like one ad. So who do you think has a higher chance of winning? Simple. For example, let's do it like this. If we're drawing like free throws, right? Free throws, basketball. I'm going to have like 40 shots and you're just going to have one. Who do you think will score more points, right? Even if I haven't like played basketball, right? I just need to get lucky once, right? Out of 40 shots, which is not too bad. However, if you have just only one shot, if you miss that one shot, you lose. So with this strategy, the guerrilla testing, the fast iteration, the no ego approach, you're putting yourself in a better position to win before you start. And this is extremely important in the Facebook ads world. Now let me see if we're live. Yeah, I believe the live is working, and we're gonna go to the next point. Step 3. This is gonna be a consequence of what's gonna happen after you use this approach, right? So usually the most expensive audiences are the interests, right? Because everybody is using the interests. The cheap traffic are some ignored placements or a way to target Facebook ads that nobody talks about. You can use Advantage Plus, but Advantage Plus won't work if you're starting from scratch, if you're brand new. So like 80%, like 99.99% people will be good if they start with like the guru taught interest. However, if you follow step 1 and step 2, what's going to happen? People will start sharing your ad, and you're going to get to like untapped traffic, and that will happen because of step 2. And here, because you come to this video because you're serious about making your ads work, I'm going to share something else with you. And this is how to target Facebook groups and pages, right? The tool I use is Lead and Force, and this tool allow me to target specific group and pages. So if you want to learn how to use this tool, I made an online course called the Targeting Academy. And this will give you like a method to target people that only 0.1% of marketers know. And this is like super advanced, but I decided to share it with you here in this presentation. Right, so with this tool, you'll be able to target groups and pages, targeting people in communities. You go outside the interests that gurus show. And of course, something extremely important, you'll be able to go against the algorithm. Instead of like targeting overpriced interests and overpriced Advantage Plus, you'll be able to go into untapped audiences, and this will be something that you can use on the long term. So this will give you like endless targeting opportunities. For example, if there is a Facebook group of people who are, let's say, very good, like enthusiasts, like matcha drinkers, and you're selling cups from matcha, what's going to happen if you target this group? Pretty much everybody in this group is interested. This Facebook group is interested. So do you think it's going to work? Of course it's going to work. So it's very simple. You can use Lead and Force, and on step 3, you're going to find cheap untapped traffic. And on top of that, if you follow step 1 and step 2 from my ugly strategy formula, you'll be able to get a lot of organic reach, and you'll also be able to make your ads just cheaper. Okay, and this is about step 4, and step 4 is extremely important, because the reality is like a lot of people, and me in general as well, we're influenced by the wrong stuff. When we go on Facebook ads, we take a look at the wrong metrics. When we go on YouTube, we listen to the wrong gurus. And no matter why, and it's not a surprise why our things don't work. So your audience will tell you what they want. All you need to do is just listen, right? And how is it going to happen? For example, when you run an ad, and if nobody buys your product, that means there is something wrong with the product. And this is the reality. Successful ads don't come from your brain. They come from your buyers. So if you run an ad and somebody clicked on this ad, and this person have bought your product, that means there is something about this ad. That means you did something right. So this ad is something that you should analyze further. So this is the signal. This is the signal, right? It's kind of like Mark Zuckerberg is telling you, hey man, this ad is working. You need to scale this ad. Or maybe the ad won't be that successful, so maybe you need to tweak it a little bit and retest it again. So the action plan here for you, what I want you to do after you watch this video, I want you to go into like your competitors' Facebook ads, and I want you to read the comments. See what people say. See what objections they have. And I'm gonna ask you to gather all those comments in a document. And those comments will be extremely powerful. You can use those comments. You can throw them into ChatGPT. You can give ChatGPT a little bit more information about your product, and ChatGPT will come up with ads instead of you. So this way you write your ad copy in the exact word your audience uses. If your audience is, bro, this product is too expensive, maybe you should address your audience with, bro, right? So simple as that. Those are like um, reading kind of like people mind from the behind, kind of like sneaking through the conversation, but extremely, extremely powerful. And here, another thing that I want to talk about that is extremely, extremely important, right? It's about testing controversial messaging, being being like outrageous, polarizing. A lot of people on YouTube are doing it, and I want to give you like YouTube examples because they're very close to you. So, for example, this guy Greg Doucette, he made like a huge channel based on drama. So all of his videos are controversial. He's always in the drama. He's always beefing with somebody. He's always like calling people on their bullshit out. So this guy made a bunch of money. Greg Doucette, it's like a channel that reached 2.2 million subscribers in one of the most competitive niches. So there is something that Greg Doucette is doing. There is something that Greg Doucette is doing that it's working for him, and this is the thing, being controversial. And I'm gonna introduce you to another concept, and this is the concept of being a contrarian. A contrarian is a person who opposes or rejects popular opinion, right? Opposing or rejecting popular opinion or the current practice. Okay, so it's simple as that. So when you create ads and nothing seems to work, I want you to go and get your contrarian head. And how do you become more contrarian? It's very simple. So what you can do, you can go to ChatGPT, and if you're in the weight loss, you can ask what contrarian ideas are emerging in the weight loss space in 2025. And this is just a simple idea to get you thinking about being contrarian, being provocative. Because if you're way too quiet, you won't get the attention. And this is how it starts. It starts with the attention, guys. Right? So, A/B test daily, but let the customer behavior decide, not theory. Right? Not theory, not YouTube videos. The only signal you should use is the market, is the return on ad spend. This is why. If the return on ad spend is breaking, probably you're doing something wrong. If you're making a lot of money, you're doing something right. So what I suggest you do is to tweak your ads, your data on real-time reactions. Like, for example, if something is not working 3-4 days after you test it, probably it won't work like 6 weeks later. A lot of agencies will use like let your ads run for like weeks. However, this might work on Google ads, but on Facebook ads, if something is not working right now, if something is not working after you spend 2 or 3 times or 4 times the cost per purchase or per lead you can afford, probably it won't work on the long term. So this is the ugly reality. This is the ugly reality. And here, the ugly strategy works because gurus will say, create the perfect ad before launching. Ugly strategy goes for like test fast, adapt fast, and scale fast. So if the algorithm doesn't say this is working, you just kill it. A lot of gurus will say you need a professional video crew and polished branding. You need to be consistent. Ugly strategy is about raw, reliable content. It's about being real, being there for your audience, for people who are about to see your ad. A lot of gurus will say retargeting and lookalikes or interests are key. However, if you do this correctly, you don't need to run retargeting, you don't need to run lookalikes. You're gonna get a lot of cheap clicks and a lot of cheap acquisition cost, and you're just gonna crush it. A lot of gurus will say this is the only way to do it. However, there are like a lot of ways to do it. A lot of ways to do it. There are like millions of ways to create an ad, millions of ways to set a campaign. So the only signal you should listen to is your audience. If they buy, they buy. If they don't buy, you just keep go at the drawing board. So again, I'm gonna share this. If you want to look professional, this is not for you. If you're obsessed with like aesthetics and if you hate money, stick to the guru strategies and go watch some other YouTube videos. If you want to make like, if you want to sound like a Polish CEO, or if you want to be like somebody who is extremely important, this video is not for you. However, if you want real results, real engagements, real conversion, this is where the money is at. So go ugly, go ugly. Now, let me share some examples. So, some examples of ugly ads, and I'm going to show you how to recreate them. The first example I have for you is from this girl. It's online course slash lead generation slash webinar space. It's called Manifest with Mandy. Manifest with Mandy. As you can see, she is running video ads. However, she's running those like unpolished video ads. So this is not pretty. Pretty much the whole video doesn't have an effect, doesn't have any captions, but it's working for Mandy. If I scroll down, I'm gonna see that she's using this approach, right? It's not a fancy video, it's a video she created on her phone. And right now, I'm gonna show you her website. This is her website. This is where she's sending the traffic. As you can see, she doesn't use this like pretty much there is nothing fancy or nothing pretty about this page. It has a logo, a headline, a line, like availability of the webinar, a button that says register. There is some text what we're covering in the webinar, and pretty much about your instructor. So there is nothing fancy here. Probably if you sit down, you're gonna create this page in a second. However, this works for Mandy Morris. She used to have some image ads as well, so I'm not sure why I'm not seeing it here. However, if you follow her, you're gonna see she's running some image ads that are extremely simple, and those image ads you can recreate them yourself. Let me show you if I manage to find them. Yeah, those are the ads. I'm not sure why it says inactive, because earlier today I saw these ads, but she's running like ads, simple images. She's running this ad, which is not something you cannot create in Canva in like 11 seconds. But basically, she's getting away with ads like this, like selfie ad, an image ad. Probably she had this in her iPhone, and so she decided to throw it at the Facebook ads algorithm, and Facebook ads really liked it, and she was running this ad for some time, right? And as you can see, she did a bunch of ads. So I'm not sure if this is correct, but 1,300 ads she tested. I'm not sure if this is correct, but just imagine she went crazy with similar approach. She's not using the ugly strategy, however, she's doing a lot of things right. Now let's go to another example. This is e-com example. It's about jewelry. I'm gonna open the website. In my opinion, this looks extremely good. It's not ugly. They're selling like rings and like jewelry, and I'm gonna show you that they're using very, very simple ads that you can create. So these ads, I don't believe they're ugly. I believe these ads are very decent, very pretty. However, for the niche, they're in the luxury niche. They're selling jewelry. I don't think these ads are that fancy. They just have like a simple image. This probably this is shot by a professional camera, and they say we sell energy, right? We sell energy, and they're running 390 active ads right now. So extremely simple, very simple images. They run videos here and there, but they know what they're selling. They know what they're selling. If they were like copying other brands, they would say like gold ring 24 carats or whatever. However, they took it into a completely different approach. They sell energy. So guys, let me ask you, what are you really selling? Are you selling energy? Are you selling luxury? Are you selling making money? Are you selling getting rich? Face it. What are you really selling at the very end of the day? And make your ads about it. Because as you can see, those designs, they're made in Canva, right? This design is made in Canva. For example, we can see a lot of images use like very similar layout, very similar colors. So pretty much these people, they say, oh, this is what worked for us. We did crazy amount of ads. Now let's create more and more and more. So this is the reality. This is how people make money. As you can see, very simple ads. This ad says your spiritual armor. So these people are selling a lot more than rings and necklaces. They're selling love. They're selling energy. They're selling cleaning yourself. Being like spiritual. And this is the third example I'm gonna give you. It comes from the Magic X. Magic X. This is their website. In my opinion, this website looks incredible. Incredibly, it looks incredibly. And I'm gonna show the ads they're running. And you'll be surprised. As of this moment, they have 69 results, and as you can see, those ads are generated with AI. This is AI generated, AI generated, AI generated. Let me play you a video ad. So this is not a pretty ad, right? It doesn't look pretty at all. It's just like a guy. I'm not sure what is he doing, but it gets the attention. It gets the attention, and it works for them. Here, make your ads go bananas, right? They're using video ads, so this is maybe like a little bit better. However, as you can see, very, very simple images, something you could do on Canva. And here is this dog. It's a dog that says office dog didn't optimize five ad accounts, create 15 new briefs, and launch 7 new ads all by himself. He uses Magic X. As you can see, this ad is contrarian, right? It sparks. It's just like it just stands out. And so, can you recreate this ad in Canva? Of course, can you? And this ad is somehow contrarian. It's not like what SaaS businesses usually do. So it gets the attention and it works for them. And once I click on the ad, the AI ads generator, they send the traffic to this website, but very simple ads, and they're crushing it. They're crushing it. For example, they use UGC content. UGC content. Yeah. Well, this might be like a little bit more challenging to produce, but they're using user generated content in a very cool way. And yeah, let's see this. It's Mark Zuckerberg surfing. I cannot read the text, it's too small. But as you can see, those are 3 examples. So what will be the easiest way to recreate those ads? The easiest way for me, in my opinion, is to go on Canva, right? Is to go on Canva, create a design, and here you can do social media post. This is the design I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna go again in Canva, and for example, if you're in e-commerce, you can do like, I don't know, necklace, or let's do a ring. Let's do a ring, and yeah, for example, boom. And all you need to do is like maybe like use use your image, and there are like a bunch of like cool ideas that you can just like quickly recreate, right? And it's not that simple. This looks already amazing, so maybe I can tweak it. And you have an image ad. For example, if you want to do the dog ad I just showed you, I'm just gonna do a dog, and yeah, very easy. Canva. I think it's worth with the free version. You can do a bunch of stuff. Right now I'm using the paid version, but it is very easy for me just to recreate the ad. You saw how simple it is. So Canva, when it comes like the ad copy, what you can do with the ad copy, for example, let me grab some ad copy. Yeah, let's say this is like one of competitors. I'm gonna get this text. I'm just gonna copy it. I'm gonna go to ChatGPT, and I'm gonna say here is. I'm gonna say email, because when I say an ad, ChatGPT goes crazy for some reason. So an email is much better from some of my competitors. And I'm gonna say, could you recreate this email for my business? I run on, let's say, YouTube video editing agency, and here you need to give it a lot more information. Obviously I won't do it, but this is just like the brief, just kind of like a very quick way to create ads. So it goes like this. This is the ad that ChatGPT created for me. We're always creating content, but when counterproductivity starts creeping in, that's when our videos lose impact and viewership becomes unpredictable. So, is it bad? No, of course not. Can you use it right away? Yeah, because this person is using it the way it is. So, very, very simple. Copy paste, use it, make a bunch of money. So, I showed you how to create the ad image. I showed you how to create the ad copy. If you want to create a video, you can go again on Canva, or another tool you can use is CapCut. So I think CapCut website, they have a free online video editor, so you can use it for free to create videos. Try CapCut online. You just need to log in, upload your video, edit it. It is very, very simple. Now, you know the strategy, you know what ads and how to create the ads. So the thing that you need to do next would be to go to the Facebook Ads Manager and set your campaign. So how do you set the campaign? You need to click on, this is the website, by the way, adsmanager.facebook.com. So what you need to do would be to click on create. You need to select your objective. To see your objective here, you need to set the pixel. You need to set up the pixel. So I believe most of the people who are in the e-commerce, who are selling online courses, will use sales. However, if you have a lead generation business, or if you're after like high ticket webinar registration, you need to use leads. But before you set any campaigns, make sure you install the pixel. If the pixel is not installed, you're just wasting your money. So I'm going to select sales. I'm going to click next. Advantage shopping or manual sales campaign. If this is just the first time you're doing it, if you don't have any data, go for manual sales setup. Click on next. Give your campaign a name. For example, new sales campaign. Categories, usually you need to leave this empty. Advantage catalog ads, I rarely use it. Advantage campaign budget. For this purpose, we're gonna leave it off. A/B testing, we're gonna leave it the way it is. Reporting, we're just gonna leave it the way it is. And the next thing I'm gonna click on is, let me make this bigger, is I'm gonna click on next. Once I click on next, it's gonna ask me my ad set name, and here's the place where we do our targeting. And you need to be specific here. You need to say what you're targeting. For example, if you're targeting the country, if you're targeting the interest, you can type it here. You can, if you're targeting, let's say gender, let's say male, let's say age 25, 45, enter it here. So you have, it's easier for you to manage your ads. And this is just the naming. And now let's go and dial in our targeting. Website and shop. Here I usually use drive sales and conversion on your website. The performance goal for me, like 80% of the time, is performance, is maximize number of conversion data set here. If you don't see this, probably your pixel is not installed. So research on how to install your pixel, and also you need to set conversions API. So you need to have this active. If you don't have this active, you're compromising your ad performance. The next thing that you need to select from here is your event. If you don't see your event here, probably your pixel is not set up. So if you're optimizing ads for sales, you need to select purchase. If you're optimizing ads for leads, you need to select lead. And for this specific tutorial, I'm gonna do purchase. If you see it grayed out, the pixel is not created, so you need to create it. Cost per go, this is a little bit more advanced. I have videos about it. It's extremely effective. So make sure you subscribe to my channel on YouTube so you can get the information. Daily budget, here pretty simple. You need to dial in daily budget that you're willing to spend per ad set. For example, here I can do like $5, $50, $150, whatever you feel like spending. The start date could be immediately. If you leave it, the default will be immediately. However, if you wanna schedule for later, you can select a start date that starts for tomorrow. And if you wanna run your campaign for a limited time, you can dial it from here. So this is like personal preference. If you're doing a promo, this is how you can do it. Budget scheduling, I never use this feature. Maybe some people use it, however I don't use it. Audience controls, set criteria where your ads. Here I usually scroll a little bit down and I click to switch to original audience options. Right now it's February 2025. This is what gets me better results. So use the original audiences. Facebook will have this disclaimer. They're gonna say you could get 33% lower cost per result with Advantage Plus audience. However, we don't care about this. Use the original audience. Here, if you have custom audience, you can edit. If you want to retarget, let's say, if you want to retarget the people who visited your website, you can do create custom audience, select website, click on next, and here you can select your pixel from the event, select all website visitors, audience retention. You can do 180, 30, 40, 45 days. If you want to do remarketing, this is how you do it. However, let's say right now we're going to set a code campaign. Our business, let's say, is operating in the United States. We're selling to male who are between 25 and 45. And let's say those people will be interested in fitness. So I'm going to dial in the age 25 to 45. And here I'm going to find a gym related activity. So people who are interested in World Gym, let's say this is my target. Here you're going to get a bunch of disclaimers. However, like I most of the time ignore them, so don't worry about it. If this is the first time you're sending it, probably you'll get a disclaimer. The next thing that we're gonna do, placements. Usually you can run the default placements the way it is. However, I just want to let you know that you can exclude some placement. So if you click on, you can do limited inventory, moderate inventory, and you can do it by clicking on Advantage Plus placement and click the little edit button. And this, after you select the Advantage Plus placement, you can do manual placements. They made it like very difficult to navigate here. And for example, you can exclude some things that won't deliver results. Absence site, they rarely work. If you don't have a specific creative, you can turn off in-stream videos and reels. You can turn off search results, but 80% of your results will come from the feed and from the stories. Usually the reels, I have mixed feelings about them. So when you set your campaign, come here and make sure you know if your Facebook reels, Instagram reels convert, because in many cases they don't work that well. So this is what I do here. And the next thing I do, I usually click next. So this is where the fun part starts. Here you create your ad. For example, I'm gonna send traffic to my website, nikovelikov.com. Here is gonna say the format of your ad. Manual upload is what you need to select. Single image or video, you can do carousel. So 80% of the time I'll use single image or video, multi-advertiser ads. I'm gonna turn this off. This is how I do it. Setup creative. I'm gonna set an image ad. And here is gonna pop up this window. This window I usually leave empty. I don't do anything on the first step. I click the second step, the next, and my ad copy will go here. My ad copy goes here. Facebook will give you like a lot of AI recommendations. Sometimes they're actually good, so feel free to read through them. I won't spend any more time on this. Headline, I think the primary text and the headline are extremely important, so make sure you create a very good ad copy and a very good headline. The description, I think the description does not appear on mobile. It appears just on desktop, so the description won't make a great difference, so feel free to describe something, whatever you want to do it. Yeah. And the call to action button, you can use something that's related. Sign up, learn more. Usually like 80% of the time I use learn more. I also use sign up quite a lot, and I use shop now if I'm in the e-commerce space. So once you create your ad copy, the primary text is extremely important, the headline extremely important, the description and the call to action are all up to you. Select something that's relevant. I'm gonna click on next, and here I'm gonna upload the media. So the media for this ad will be me holding a computer. Now I'm gonna crop it here. So this is how I'm gonna crop it. Here I don't like to crop it. Some people like to crop it, and some people like to create stories and reels. So if you don't have time, don't do it. I usually rarely do it for my brand. Some clients provide me with images for here. Both approaches work. So if you are just in the testing, the early strategy period, just go like this. And for example, here, just to look better, I might crop it. The next thing I'm gonna do next, here, all the AI generation images. Actually, some of those don't look bad, to be honest with you. Right? If you find something you like, you can use it. However, what I like here is like skip and continue. And something extremely important. When I go to enhancement, I think this is a very important setting. I want to click on other active enhancements, and I like to turn off everything here. Because when I use those AI enhancement, they just mess up my ad. And this is just the reality. So I'm going to click on done, and this is how my ad will look like. Before I click publish, I'm gonna double check that everything looks good. The ad copy looks good. I'm gonna check on different, let's say, screens, different placements, Instagram profile, Instagram stories. I'm gonna check the headline. I'm gonna check the call to action button, and extremely important, I'm gonna come to where it says Advantage Plus Creative. I'm gonna click on edit again. I'm gonna click on here, add more enhancements. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but I'm gonna turn off everything. I don't like this stuff. They rarely work. So I'm going to turn off everything. If I have a URL UTMs, this is where to place them. Website URL, extremely important. Triple check if you have the right website URL. The display link, this is the link that people will view. So you can type it like this. Browser add-ons, I usually don't use them. So feel free to learn more about it. Languages, I usually don't use them, but URL parameters, sometimes I use them for clients that use Triple Whale, Norbeam, Hyros, etc., etc. So once I'm done, I'm gonna double check if everything is correct, and I'm gonna click on publish. And this is how I'm actually setting up an ad, right? Now let me go back to the live stream. 1 hour and 13 minutes. And yeah, this was the video for today. If you have any comments, let me know. Let me know below. So if you have any questions, please do let me know below. If you want help with your Facebook ads, feel free to reach out. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find me on Instagram. You can DM me on Instagram and I'll answer there. Let me know how you feel about this video. Do you feel confident? Do you see yourself using this strategy? I know it's quite provocative, but in order to get results in 2025, this is what you need to do. So yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. YouTube is my main platform. This is where I spend the most time. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.